So this is my video presentation about the bill that I chose. The bill that I chose is actually an act relating to mental health. KRS 202A 400 is amended to read as follows, and I'll go over that really quick. No monetary liability and no cause of action shall arise against any mental health professional for failing to predict, warn, or take precautions to provide protection from a patient's violent behavior unless the patient has communicated to the mental health professional an actual threat of physical violence against a clearly identified or reasonably identifiable victim, or unless the patient has communicated to the mental health professional an actual threat of some specific violent act. It actually goes way further into depth. The second part, it says that you can take reasonable precautions to provide protection from violent behavior if it arises under limited circumstances, and it goes into depth about these circumstances. Mainly, the point of this bill has to do with not having monetary liability fall back on any of the healthcare professionals that are working within inpatient or outpatient areas with patients. This bill has been ongoing since the beginning of January, and according to Kentucky.gov, it has I'll just go through like how it's gone through. January 6th it was introduced to Senate. February 5th it had its first reading. On the 6th of February it had its second reading. February 19th it was posted for passage in the regular orders of the day. By the 23rd it was received in House. March 2nd it had its first reading from Judiciary. March 4th, it was reported favorably with its second reading to Rules with Committee substitute as a consent bill. Posted for passage in the consent orders for the day on Tuesday, March 10th. It was passed 97-0 by March 10th, received in Senate on March 10th. And March 11th, it was posted for passage for concurrence in House Committee substitute. And March 11th, bill was passed 35-0. And ultimately, it was delivered to the governor on March 11th. There was no opposition to this bill. And by March 23rd, it was signed by the governor. So it was supported by a lot of people that are in the Senate. Westerfield, Whitney, McGarvey, and Morgan. Basically, the summary: amend KRS 202.A 400 relating to the duty to take precautions against a patient's violent behavior to expand the definition of patient to include persons currently under the care or treatment of mental health professionals. So, basically what that entails is that now mental health professionals are not going to be held liable if there is an attack from a violent patient. So it's a very good bill, and it also has it will help social workers as well. There is a subsection of the bill that states that social workers are also covered under this bill. So it's a pretty important bill.